So when I first thought about this video, I figured what would be the best analogy to make for Anthem and how its release went this last weekend, which clearly wasn't very good. Sinking ship came to mind. I thought of Dead Man Walking, but none of those quite hit the nail on the head for me. In fact, they were a little too grim because I think Anthem actually has some potential, even though I haven't played it yet. I've seen a bunch of footage. I'm showing you some footage here, and obviously the concept around the game seems like it could succeed. And heck, people are watching YouTube videos about it, so that's a plus for me. I might even play it. Which is when the idea hit me that a Tinder date was the perfect analogy. And not just a Tinder date, a bad Tinder date. So back in my day, back before I worked at Hi-Res or did anything like that, I went on this Tinder date once. It was the one time I used the app. I actually met the guy who created Tinder at this Beverly Hills party with one of my buddies. My buddy was actually in a reality show following some of the younger people who are like kids of famous people, like Magic Johnson's son was at the party, and he was supposed to be a fake love interest for one of the girls in the show. At that party, the guy who created Tinder was there. I was like, man, I never really did use Tinder. Maybe since it was on top of my mind, I should check it out. This was in LA. This was not in Georgia where I'm at right now, by the way. Now, if you know me, I got a little depth to me, so I was not looking for just a quick hit 'em and catch 'em and whatever. I was looking for somebody I kind of vibed with, and I found somebody who I thought looked kind of pretty in their pictures, and I also found them to be pretty cool. We were chatting a little bit, texting a little bit, and figured we'd meet up for a date. Now, this is a little bit of a rough time in my life. I had just finished D1 soccer. I was drafted to the MLS, and I decided to actually not take the opportunity, finish my career, and then go into a new path. So I'm working a new job. I don't really have excitement about this job. It's like real estate something, and I'm not happy. So this thing that I'm looking forward to, this date, is actually something that's keeping me going throughout the day. I'm excited. I'm thinking about it. I'm getting a little amped, right? I'm like, okay, this day's not bad because Friday I got the date. And I'm sure last week people were thinking, yo, it don't matter what's going down because this weekend I'm diving into Anthem. And they try to get their game on. Oh, but how wrong we all were. Now, Tinder is a superficial dating app. Don't give me that, oh no, but you get to talk to them. You get to experience who they are through text and see some of their values first. That's really, I looked at him and I saw his Bible in the background and I thought, this is a man of God. So I am going to say yes to his abs. Oh, listen, you got a nice body, you're gonna get swipes on this app. That's all it's about. You got a nice face, you're gonna get swipes too. That is what it is. And I should have known that when I tried to, as a substantial relationship guy who's only really been in relationships, try to go on Tinder. But I did. I went on this date. I saw the girl. She looked actually pretty cute. She was a little bit of a mix of a couple of races. I couldn't even figure out what she was, which was, I guess, part of the appeal. I'm not sure. So anyways, I decided to meet her up and really excited about the pictures. We go into the restaurant and I'm looking for this girl. I can't find her anywhere, guys. I swear, I'm looking left, I'm looking right. I see several people sitting by themselves. All of a sudden, I'm just like, where are you? I look into my app, I text, and the girl, she responds to me. She says, I'm sitting right here. Is that you? And I turn around, and this girl is sitting at this table on her phone looking at me. Now, I'm looking at this girl, and I'm like, there's no way you are the girl in this picture. But she's sitting there saying, Evan? And I'm like, huh? You can say that the pictures didn't quite match up in real life. I'll just put it that way, to put it nicely. The date ended up ending right there. I knew I just wasn't attracted to this person and I would never be dating them. So we went to dinner. We then went to a Godzilla movie. Like what that shows you that my night I considered just over because I decided to pay money to see a bad Godzilla movie in the theaters for both of us. And then out of politeness said, sure, maybe we'll chat again, but we never did. I knew from that moment it was not going down. And I know you Anthem players are kind of feeling a little bit of similarity here. You thought that this game was going to be your holy grail over the weekend. You show up on Friday, you purchase it for $80. You purchase a demo for $80. My goodness gracious. So you're invested. You're in. You are like, I am going. It's like you bought a nice shirt ready to go out for the night. You open up the client, you're downloading Origin, you're getting your game on, you got your coffee or you got your fried food, you got your soda, and you're ready to go for a weekend of gaming, and all of a sudden you stop at 95%. You just can't log in. Wait, what? Surely this will stop in an hour. That 2 turns to 4, that 4 turns to 6, and all of a sudden you may not even get in at all this weekend. Your whole weekend, your plans, your thoughts, done. And you already purchased it for $80. A lot of players experience that when they try to play Anthem. They just couldn't get in. And that right there is just a horrible experience. And then the people who did get in got to play a demo. Now, besides the fact that EA and Bioware, coming off of a little bit of a controversy, let's put it lightly, decide to make people pay for a demo, which already doesn't make people feel really happy about it, but they'll do it because they want to play the game. The demo then has nothing to do with the actual iteration of the current state of the game that you're buying. So you're playing something that may not relate to the game as it comes out when it releases. And that's a problem, because that's like me swiping through somebody's Tinder photos, but their Tinder photos are from middle school. I mean, hot damn, I'm not trying to see what you look like coming out the womb. I want to know what you look like now. That's the point. This is not important to me. I love the baby pics, babe. I love it, but I need to see you now. Now, y'all think this is jokes, and it kind of is, but it's also serious. And the way I tie it in is that the reason this date went wrong is because I basically got the demo version of this girl. I saw her in these pictures that, looked like this would be something I'm attracted to. And the demo might have shown you that, hey, I really love this gameplay, or I really don't like this gameplay. But the problem was, when she showed up, there were these two distinct features that I really did not like, and it completely turned me off. For some people, like an Artifact, that's RNG. A lot of people got turned off from that game. It's lost 97% of its player base. It's still a great game. I love it. But that turned a lot of people off, and you don't know until you actually play the game, which is why this demo actually, I think, has made me more wary of purchasing EA and BioWare's Anthem than not having a demo. Now, I decided to never use the Tinder again after that, and I'm hoping that, unlike me, players who did have a bad experience with the beta don't give up on Anthem just yet. I know a lot of people are calling for Anthem's head, saying this was so bad, but being in the game industry, I know how hard it can get. I think EA and BioWare are trying their best, even if their methods aren't proven to be as successful as they want. From making the community feel great, they probably do make them some money. At the end of the day, though, this is not just about making money, this is about a great experience, and if you don't have that, then the game is going to fail. But as a YouTuber, I'm excited for this game to come out. It's been getting good traction. That means people will care to watch it. That means people will be interested and maybe be able to have content that sustains itself from this game. That's a great thing for a content creator. And guys like Imtashed and Force, buddies that I know on the internet that have played Realm Royale, or people that I've followed, great stuff from them to be able to cover this game. Check out their content. They're doing a lot of Anthem stuff right now. Overall, I just say when you play Anthem, try to have a little bit less of an expectation until the full game comes out, even when you're trying the demo, because when you have a high expectation for something that's a demo that's not the actual game, you may end up being so disappointed that you turn away from the game completely when it launches. Just remember, take it with a grain of salt. Know that they may look a little different than the picture, or a little different than the demo, and overall, you could probably have yourself enjoying a good time. Unless you have to go see a Godzilla movie. God damn, that's $15 I'll never get back.